5 beliefs that are keeping you from becoming a trader that wins. In this video, I'm going to go through the 5 negative beliefs that are holding you back without you even knowing it. So if you want to overcome these beliefs that are sabotaging your success in life, in trading, then make sure you watch this to the end, because this is going to help you overcome a lot of these problems. Once you understand and you can recognize some of these negative beliefs in yourself, and I'm pretty sure there'll be at least one of them that will relate to you, then you can work on it, you can fix it, and then you can start to level up. But before we get started, go ahead, like and subscribe, drop your comments below. This is going to help boost the algorithm and get this message out to more traders like you. So let's get started. So the first negative belief that most traders have is that you think you can control the market. You have this need to control everything. And this is terrible, because this is when you become obsessed with your trades, your P&L. You can't stop looking at the charts even after you enter a trade. And this is going to cause you to micromanage your trades. So you're going to be looking at your charts and hesitating, second guessing, doubting yourself because you're not experienced and you don't have belief in your strategy, or you have some other negative beliefs playing out while you're looking at your charts. But basically, you're going to start micromanaging, moving your stops, and then taking profits too soon, and even revenge trading. So this is detrimental, because you have to accept that you cannot control markets. There is no way you can control the way the market moves. And the way you overcome this is that you have to be able to detach from whatever the outcome is going to be. You just have to let it go. Do you understand? And once you can do this, then you will stop micromanaging your trades and obsessing over the charts and your P&L. You will just basically get into trades, close the computer, and walk away and come back when the trade is finished. And that's the only way you're going to achieve consistency in your edge, by allowing it time to play out. So you need to be able to detach, work on your ego, detach, and walk away. So that's the first one. Number 2 is a little bit more on the ego side, and this is to do with if you take a loss. So if you take a trade and you take a loss, you think that you're a failure, or you think you're a bad trader. And this is terrible, because this is your ego protecting yourself from whatever the ego is doing. But if every time you take a loss and you can't handle a loss and it destroys you, you're going to keep changing strategies, because your ego can't even accept that it's just part of the strategy. You want to blame an external event like the strategy, instead of just accepting probabilities. Once you can accept that winning and losing is part of the edge, they come together. It's part of the deal. You have to win and you have to lose, and then you win. That's just the way it is. So you have to make peace with your losses with every trade. And the best way to do it is to have no expectation of a future outcome, because your ego is so fixed on the future outcome of making money And so every time you put on a trade, you expect to win. And then when you don't win, it destroys you. And then you can't handle it. And then you start either revenge trading, tilting, or you start switching strategies, and then the loop continues. And then you're always stuck at this failure loop. And this can go on for years. So you have to understand that taking a loss does not mean that you're a bad trader. It has nothing to do with that. That's just probabilities. It's just the way the trade plays out. It's just the way your edge works. This is why backtesting is important, so you know your probabilities. Number 3 is that you're entitled to the market. You think that the market owes you something. Just because you are able to turn on the charts and show up, you think that the market is going to give you money, that you're entitled to money. And nothing in life works that way. You're not entitled to anything. And you have to get over this entitlement. And the best way to overcome this is to understand risk management and probabilities. And if you can manage your risk and be okay with taking small losses and letting your profits run when things are moving in the direction, leaving your profits to run without messing with it, without trying to micromanage it, then you're going to be able to roll with the punches. You're going to be able to take the losses, and you're going to be able to let the money roll in when it is rolling in. And you have to get over this entitlement thinking that the market owes you something. Nobody owes you anything. Just understand your probabilities, that there are no certainties. There is nothing certain within the market. The market is going to do whatever it is, whatever it wants to do. And it's going to move the way it wants to move. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's uncertain. And you have to be okay with being uncomfortable, sitting in this uncertainty while your trades are playing out. And that is a lot of internal work that you have to do. Number four is you think that this next strategy that you're going to learn is the holy grail. So you take a loss, and then now you're strategy hopping, you're jumping around, switching strategies, and you think that the next one is the holy grail. And it's part ego, because you don't want to accept probabilities, and you don't want to accept that your current strategy has an edge. It's not 100% win. And so you keep thinking that the next strategy is the holy grail because you want that certainty. And this will keep you forever looking. You'll keep looking. And there's a couple of things with that, because learning a new strategy also gives you a dopamine hit. Installing a new indicator, a new whatever onto your charts will give you a dopamine hit. And if you're not aware of this, then you're going to keep doing it because you feel this little satisfaction of learning something new. Do you see? Dopamine works in weird ways that you would never have thought of. It's not just having a cup of coffee or eating some sugar or some chocolate and getting a little satisfaction. It comes from learning new strategies. It comes from watching shorts. It comes from getting likes and comments. These are all little instant rewards, and that's how you get hooked. So if you think that the next strategy is the holy grail, then you're always going to be getting a dopamine hit searching for a new strategy rather than doing the work. The work is doing the back testing. Do you see? That's the work. And the back testing, initially, if you're overstimulated from dopamine from other places, then backtesting will be boring and you just won't do it. You see? And if you don't do it, you're not going to get better. You're not going to develop the pattern recognition that you need to become unconsciously competent in your trading, to develop the intuition and the discretionary trading level, the mastery, basically. You're not going to get there if you're always switching up to a new strategy. There's a difference between switching complete strategies and refining your strategy. It's okay to refine your strategy. So if you're backtesting and you discover something that makes your understanding of the strategy a little bit better, but it's the same strategy, then by all means, don't ignore it. You cannot play dumb and just block out good information when it's clear that this information is crucial. It's a refinement. Refinements are okay, but complete strategy hops, like one day you're trading order blocks and then the next day you're obsessing over fair value gaps, and then the next day you're doing turtle soups or whatever. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you have one model and you refine it. That's fine. But basically, you need to you need to stick to one strategy and backtest the hell out of it until you're used to it, and forward test it, and then, like Bruce Lee said, I fear the guy that has done one kick 10,000 times, because that's becomes lethal. You're automatic at that stage, and that's where you need to be with your tradings, with your execution. It has to be automatic, it has to be intuitive, it has to be unconsciously competent. You have to be unconsciously competent at it. This is what mastery is. And then number 5 is basically, most traders feel unworthy of success. They don't believe that they are worthy of achieving success. Somewhere in them, they have childhood traumas. They got money issues. They have financial money blocks. And this is real stuff. If your inner self is not used to success, or not expecting success, or not comfortable in large amounts of money, your internal thermostat, then you're always going to sabotage yourself subconsciously without knowing it. And this is the majority of the population of the world. That's why most people are just below the poverty line, barely making it. And there's a very small amount of people that are successful and rich and free and all that, because they understood all of this. Their financial internal thermostat is in the right place, where everybody else is out of whack, is in the wrong place. Do you understand? And until you understand this, like, you'll never be able to sit in money. You'll never be able to sit with success. You're always going to have these negative beliefs returning that are running automatically in your subconscious, and they're going to sabotage you. So, you won't be able to let profits run. Do you understand? You'll be up $1,000 and you'll start panicking because you're up $1,000 in 5 minutes, whereas it takes you 3 weeks of your paycheck to make $1,000 in real life. Do you understand? So you're not used to making money. So you have to, first of all, understand that you are worthy. Yes, you are worthy of everything. God wants you to have everything that you can dream of. So believe that you're worthy of it. And then you can start to receive these good things. And the way you overcome this is you do the internal work. You rewire the programming in your mind, your self-identity, your beliefs. You do this with affirmations. You can, if you want to go really deep, then you can join the Inner Edge program. The link is in the description. And that is where we go in and we completely rewire your internal beliefs, your internal concepts and programming and all of that. And we put new positive programming in for trading. so that you're ready to receive, so that you're ready to just go out and kill it. So there you go. Those are the 5 negative beliefs that hold most traders, 99% of traders, from ever succeeding, and they don't even know it's happening to them. And if you don't know that these things are sabotaging you, a 100% win rate strategy will never even work, because you're never going to allow it to work. There's always going to be something in your brain, in your mind, in your programming that's going to destroy it. It's your subconscious that is the thing that runs the show. So you have to fix it. And it's possible to fix. It just, you have to work on it. You become the project. You are the most important project. You have to fix yourself first, get right with yourself internally, and then that's how the external will follow. And then boom, next thing you know, the right strategy does show up, and then boom, you know that you can handle it and run with it and make it work because you are good inside, and then the strategy will just work, and then it just comes together, and then that's where the magic happens. So I want to see you guys win. I really do. If you're new to my channel, go ahead, like and subscribe, and drop your comments below. Let me know which one of those 5 resonate with you. There's going to be at least one. But until the next video, you're on your own. So take care now. Bye.